Hello. Someone asked me in the last entry in the comments, what the fuck is this, right? What is this? I have a drawing on the wall. What is it? And if you can see, there's also like tape residue. It's actually because back in the day, I really wanted to just have like a whiteboard wall where I could just turn to my side and jot shit down because I thought that would be really useful, especially for me. So I tried it with tape because for some reason I was like, tape works, right? It kind of works like a whiteboard wall. It doesn't. It did not work. I used duct tape and I covered this entire wall, and when I realized it didn't work, I had to take it off, and that's why. Some paint has chipped away and there's just a lot of tape residue. One of the things though that I did on that duct tape whiteboard wall was draw Krona from Soul Eater, and I at the time really liked Soul Eater and Krona especially. That's why I kept Krona there. I don't know, just like as a remembrance kind of thing. They've just stayed there all this time, and I actually have a bit with my friends that I just keep talking to either my wall or Krona, because if I make a point I will go like, right Krona? And I always touch this wall as well. I don't know why. My friends like just one day were like, they noticed like, why do you keep touching or hitting or like putting your head on the wall? What is your relationship with the wall? And now we have like a joke about that. So yeah, that's what it is. Anyways, I have a lot to talk about, so I'm gonna try to speed through it. This week has been hell on earth for me. It started in the weekends. I went to my brother's. For the whole weekend I stayed at my brother's, but specifically on Saturday, my mom discovered a new hobby while I was in Japan, and it's running. It's really unexpected for her actually, because she hates walking. She hates going to the mall, and if we do go to the mall, we spend like an hour there only because she hates walking around. So it was really surprising when she told me she likes running now, and she's serious about it. She has bought earbuds for running, so many running shoes, fucking those bags that you put on your waist, running bags. She's serious about this basically. So I was like, oh, I want to run with you guys, because it's my mom and her girlfriend. So I was like, I want to run with you guys, let me go with you guys. And also my brother also joined. Problem with that is, right, I used to run in Japan, so I thought I'll just do my running routine that I did in Japan. Last time I had any physical activity was 5 to 6 months ago. In my head I was like, that's not a lot, right? Maybe I can still run. So I tried to run. I tried to do the routine that I used to do. Spoiler, bad. Don't do that, because when I finished 2 kilometers, I think, my head started to sway. I wanted to vomit, and I knew it was bad that I had to sit down or just rest somewhere. When I started seeing black spots in my vision, I was about to pass the fuck out. And not only that, my bladder area, I don't know what to call it, pelvis or whatever, it started to hurt, and I don't know why to this day it did. I really don't. I wasn't starting my period, I just finished it, and when I thought I had to poop or something, so when I went to poop after, nothing came out, so I'm really confused about that, right? It was really bad, to the point where I had to sit down, and actually when I was running, the nearest bench had like 3 people on it. A 2-seater bench had 3 people on it, so I couldn't sit, so I had to run more just to find another bench. And then when I ran to that bench, I sat down and I noticed how much everything fucking hurt, especially again the pelvis area, and it's the type of hurt that makes you want to pass the fuck out, you know, that type of hurt. So that was fun. My mom saw me and I was like, it really hurts, I don't know why it really hurts. And yeah, we had to stop running early, and I really feel bad about that, because you know, they could have ran without me, you know. I feel like I would have been fine. So don't run, especially if you haven't had any physical activity like you did before and you think you can do it. You can't. Anyway, another thing is my thing with Poi, my best friend ever. I don't think I talked about it a lot in my last entry, and I still won't because I don't have time. I have so much to talk about. But yeah, the thing with Poi, it kind of started to overlap with my other best friend. I would say she's my best friend, but you know, Poi is still my number 1 best friend, but she's like 1 tier below. But because there's friends and then best friends, right? Best friend, that's Poi, and then my friend, and then friends, my friend, and then my other friends, you know what I mean? But they really mean a lot to me. She really means a lot to me. I kind of started to see history repeating itself, because me and Poi, we had disagreements in the past. I started to see similarities with me and that friend. I'm gonna give them a name, Dax. It was really bad because not only did the Poi shit happen, I started similarities with Dax from me and Poy's past. And then when I was going home or to here from my brother's, it's a very long drive. It's a 4-hour drive. Tell me why I woke up like in the drive. It was like 8 p.m. I woke up, I opened my phone, I see a message from my ex. So that's funny. It's really funny. I don't know how to emphasize this, but those 3 things really affected me this week. Like really affected me. I didn't know how to talk to Poi about it. I didn't know if it was even all in my head, because sometimes things feel like they're all in my head, especially when it involves somebody else. I always think maybe I'm imagining things, maybe I'm just being ungrateful, maybe I'm just trying to start something, but then it really starts to hurt. Like whenever I let a feeling fester for too long, especially if it's about somebody else, I actually genuinely just start to shake. The day before yesterday, I was trying to eat breakfast and my hands just were shaking so much like that I couldn't even drink because I started spilling shit all over myself. And not only that, you know, the thing with my best friend, the thing with my other best friend, and the thing with my ex, I couldn't study because of these things. It was so heavy in my heart that I could not do anything at all ever once I got home. It's Thursday now. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sure, that seems like such a short time, but I could do, in my brain, I could do so much in 3 days, but I did nothing, genuinely nothing, because I was so bothered by everything and I couldn't fix anything. I just had to have my peace with some of the things, especially my ex. It's been a lot. I've been so fucking, I don't know how else to say it, bothered. I mean, it's telling that I was shaking trying to eat my breakfast or lunch, right? That's telling enough. But yeah, I haven't been doing anything since I got home, and that's bothering me a lot. And just recently, I actually broke it down, and I say that, but it felt like I really cannot find a word that's like the combination of an episode and a breakdown, because that's what it felt like. It had the delusion of an episode, it had the rash actions of an episode, but it had the like base, the technique, the state of a breakdown, I don't know, but basically it was bad. TLDR, it was bad. But to be more specific about it, I did a lot of self-sabotaging. I did not even realize that I was having a breakdown way before like the actual crying and shit happened, right? Because remember when I told you, right, I started shaking? That was because I think it was genuinely the start of that breakdown, because the reason why I was shaking is because I was chatting Dax. I was saying like, we need to talk because I feel tension between us, and like I really want to talk about something with you, and I want to fix something, you know, because it's bothering me. I want to have my peace with it so that I can fucking study. Do you know what I mean? I thought, right, I was gonna get on call with them. I was gonna tell them that some things feel a little unfair and that maybe me, Dax, and Boy should distance from each other for now, because we have a friend group, we have a trio. So I was like, maybe I should distance myself from you guys first because it's getting kind of bad. I thought that's what I was gonna say. Tell me why I got in that call. I couldn't tell you specifically what I told Dax anymore. I cannot relay that information back at you again. But it was a lot of self-sabotaging. The more I opened my mouth, the more shit I genuinely did not mean came out. I said shit like, I don't care about anybody, I don't care about you guys, I'm selfish, all that matters is me. I was really lucky that the person that received all of this was Dax, because Dax is genuinely one of the most understanding, like apologetic person ever. Because after that breakdown, I kind of had like post-clarity stuff where I just started to have a clear mind, because it genuinely felt like I don't know what the right term is because I'm not diagnosed, but it genuinely felt like a manic episode or something, just an episode for a week before. And I feel like that breakdown was the peak of it. So after that breakdown, everything just cleared in my mind for me and I could understand everything in a right way, because I wasn't thinking right. I was being delusional as fuck. So after that breakdown, I realized, while on call with Dax, everything. And I was like, how do I take that all back, right? How do I take everything I said all back? But, you know, Dax, love that girl. She understood and she let me explain myself, and she actually helped me understand more about myself, which is basically, I don't know how to explain this. I think I'm a bad person. If you're close enough with me, you'll catch me saying I'm evil, you know? Don't touch me or you'll, you know, get my evilness, because I genuinely believe, or believed, I don't know, but that I'm a bad person and I've been trying to change. Maybe I used to be a bad person, maybe, and I've been trying to change, but sometimes it feels like I'm not. Like, no matter what I do, I still have not changed. And the fact that this is what I thought, like, right? The fact that I have to try, I have to put effort into being a good person just says a lot about me. That's what I thought. But then I realized, right? What if it's because I've self-sabotaged so much that the words that come out of my mouth whenever I do, or the thoughts that I have whenever my mind is sabotaging itself, whenever I'm having an episode, it's just happened so much that I believe that all these bad things about myself are true. I don't know how else to explain it in a way that makes sense. It makes sense to me because I'm basically trying to say, like, maybe, right? I don't know, because a voice is still inside of my brain going, you're a bad person. You're just thinking this so that you can excuse yourself, right? But what if it's cause I keep telling myself I'm this or this or this during those really bad episodes, during those really bad breakdowns, and I started to actually genuinely believe it. And because I believe it, I I might as well just be what I'm saying I'm being. I don't know how else to explain that, but basically all my life, or at least since my mental health shit, I just believed I'm a bad person and that I can never change. No matter how much I try to change, I'll always just keep being a bad person. And my friend, how she explained it to me was like, because what she did is basically she said to me, I want you to tell me that you are a good person. You need to say it. You have to say it. I am a good person. And every time she told me that, I would scream. Like, my body would actually have a reaction to the thought of even saying that. And she said, that is proof enough that your brain is trying so hard to make you believe that you're bad, that when somebody is, when you're trying to say that, you're a good person, you lurch. The bad person that I'm saying I am wouldn't lurch at that, if you get what I mean. Like, basically, if I was really bad, I would just say I'm a good person because I'm manipulative and all that stuff, right? And I understand that now. I understand that I'm not as bad as I think I am, because I think I'm this manipulative person. I think I'm so bad. They'll never change. How I saw it differently as well, what helped me see it differently, is I actually vented to my mom, and I did not know she sent me a long message after, but she basically was like, you're just a kid. You make mistakes. You don't know how to do any of this, so don't blame yourself. I was like, yeah. Like, if it was anybody else, I'd say the same thing. I'm just so hard on myself, So I don't know. If you tell me now to say that I'm a good person, I cannot say that, because I'm still, once you've learned something that your brain has told you for like 5 years straight, you think it's true. So I'm still trying to heal, I guess, from that, trying to change my mindset that I'm not evil. Maybe. I'm saying maybe because I'm still like, what if I am? What if I am? So yeah. Another like development that me and Dax kind of had is, we said it as a joke. They were like, oh my god, what if you have like an evil person in your brain? Like, you actually have split identity. And I was like, Lamau, because I think I'd say I'm pretty educated on DID and stuff like that. But I started to think, I was like, but yeah, I was saying it to Dax. I was like, don't DID people, like, know or like have different personalities? I'm only one person, I think. And then I looked into it. I forgot what specifically made me look into it, but I started looking into it and I found out about OSDD. I read about all of the types. I've read about everything. I've read a lot about OSDD and OSD 1, 2, 3, 4, 1A, 1B. But I specifically started looking more into OSDD 1A because a lot of the experiences, I guess, I really relate to it, basically. And I probably don't have OSDD 1A, but I'm just saying it's a bit gnarly. But anyways, I'm gonna end this off by saying happy birthday, Aira Shiratori, my literal baby. It's her birthday, but I can't celebrate. I'm actually gonna celebrate her birthday on Saturday, like 2 days later, because I don't have a cake. I can't get a cake right now. So all I can say is happy birthday, my sunshine. She's my baby. I love her so much. Happy birthday, Ira, and whoever's birthday it is, happy birthday. It's actually my ex's birthday. If you watch this, if you see this, happy birthday. I promise I won't call, I don't know. I hope I feel better soon, because I've genuinely actually, I think, entered a depressive episode after whatever the fuck episode I've had, previously. But yeah, I said I was gonna have stuff done today, but all I've done today is do an entry. So, but like I always say, the only way from down is up. So I'm hoping to go up soon, hopefully. I hope you're all doing well. I guess I'll see you all in the next one, and I hope you have a good night. or morning, because it's day for me on it. But you know, the sentiment is still there.